Hello, in this short screencast presentation I'm going to show you how to use digimaps as a basic spatial analysis tool. You may have already used digimaps in other modules, but hopefully this will be useful. So first of all, to find digimaps database, we go to the library gateway. You may be asked to log in at that point, and then we go to the A to Z of databases. Select D for digimaps, and then select Digimap Ordnance Survey data collection. You may again be asked to log in at that point. So you may need to, if you've not used this for a while, you may need to renew your license. It will take you through how to do that. It's a very simple step. And then you'll see your name at the top of the screen. And you have an educational license which gives you permissions to use these maps in your assignments. So you do need to reference where they came from, but you are able to use this resource. Okay, so there's a number of different options here. I will first of all show you the basic Ordnance Survey database. So you come into Ordnance Survey and then you click on Rome. And for the purposes of this screencast, we're going to focus on an area in Sheffield. So you select from the drop-down menu and it will zoom in on that area. So I think for the purpose of this, we'll choose an area to the northwest of Sheffield. Okay, so a number of things to look at here first of all. So you have a range of different base maps to choose from. And as you zoom into a site, the range of base maps will start to change. So you can see once you get into a very close-up view of an area, then the range of different base maps you have available increases. So what's useful about this in terms of using this to kind of capture simplified spatial data is that if you look at the different base maps, they present quite different views of the area. So you can have a look at whichever one you think is going to give you the clearest image of the thing that you're trying to capture. So you can see, for example, on this map here, this map base here, you can see a really clear view of the street layout, the different hierarchies of roads. So for the next bit of this exercise, we'll stick with this. This is vector map district. Collapse those so we can see our site. Then we go to the left-hand side of the screen and have a look at the different map content. So you can see in this menu here that you can expand these different sections. And where you can see the ticks in the box, these are things that you can actually choose to, layers that you can choose to remove from the map or add back into the map. So I want to just have a look at the different transport and road system hierarchies for this particular map. So although I think I might keep in railway tracks as well. So I'll keep railway, but I'm going to get rid of natural features. I'm going to get rid of settlements. I'm going to get rid of national boundaries and height information, because what I want is a nice simplified view of the road systems around this area. So you can see how once you have something like this as a base map to work with, you can imagine be able to sort of highlight particular aspects of the site. And this level of information will be available for all of the sites on the module as well. So other things that you can do in Digimaps here, so I'll just collapse, so I will leave all this information just as it is for now. We'll collapse that and go to drawing tools. Drawing tools will allow you to annotate and colour in this map at this level, and there'll be another video that will show you how you can actually create annotated maps either using Digimaps or using PowerPoint. But there are little markers and things that you can do on the drawing tool section. There are also measurement tools, so if you're wanting to find out how far away say this large green dual carriageway is from this part of the site. You can click on distance and click between the 2 points, and it will give you the distance. You can also then go back, delete measurements. You can try, if you want to know the area of a site, again, you just select the area and that will give you. It's a bit fiddly to get used to the clicks on this one. Sometimes you have to look at this area at the bottom. Click start measuring to know that you've actually managed to stop drawing, but you'll get used to it. Just have a play around with that. Okay, I'll get rid of those. You can create then a print file of the map that you're working on, and if you have included any annotation or any other information on that map, the print file will have the option to retain all of that information. Okay. So if we create a print file from this, you can see that's the area that it's covering. This is the kind of level detail that you're getting in the area. So this isn't the whole area of the map, that's just giving you an idea of the content. You can then give it a title, and if you include your name, keep this on, because this will, again, you can use this to show that you've got all the correct permissions for using the maps. So prints to PDF. So if you click on generate print file, you will see that it will produce a PDF. It could take a while, so bear with me. Okay. So this is what the print file will look like when you open it up. So you can see that my name is on there, the date to access the map, the scale and confirmation, the title of the map. So this would be a perfectly good medium to use as the base map for one of your site spatial analyses diagrams. And you can then highlight or annotate various aspects of this. Again, there'll be another video showing you how to do that in more detail. Get rid of that for now. So going back to this, I'm going to add in all the different layers again. Settlements, boundaries and height information. Then you can see again it's building up a bit of a richer picture. So that is a rough introduction. Please play around more with the different tools and tricks that you can do in this aspect of Digimap Rome. But I'm also going to take you back to the main Digimaps page and just draw your attention to these other maps as well. So if you want to look at, say, the land cover in terms of different environmental features, you can look at environment Rome. And again, just use the same methods to play around with the different functionality. Let's go back into Sheffield. We can see what it will show us for that site. Okay, so on this particular, we'll stay at this scale for now. You can zoom in and look at things in more detail, but you can see, you click on map content, this is what we're seeing. So this is the key that it's generating here. One of the things I forgot to mention when I was showing you how to generate a print file is that you can actually select to include a legend, so a key that will show you all the different aspects. So that option is available when you create the print file. So this is all the different landscape features that we're seeing here, which again, if you're thinking about maybe doing an analysis of green infrastructure, that could be really useful. You can also click on this and see different base maps. So we're not likely to see a lot of crops in the centre of Sheffield, but let's see what the crop map 2016 shows us. Yeah, have to go more rural to be able to see the different crops there. But you can see different land cover maps over time and compare and contrast those in terms of the different profiles of land cover over time, or whether they're actually getting better or changing. So that's a way that you can use environment roam, and again you can zoom in the same way. This is the same area that we were just looking at, but looking on the environment map, so you can see that we have areas of improved grassland, broadleafed woodland. Trying to interpret that particular colour of blue purple. I'm not sure what that is. I think that might be a reservoir actually. So I think that's a water feature, a subterranean water feature. So that's the main profile of the environment in the area that we're looking at here. So those are all available to you. Have a play there. And another one I'll show you is society. So again, lots of useful functionality here. You can actually look at demographic data on the map base. So we'll go again for Sheffield. So if you're wanting to understand things like inequality within the city, or the demographic data surrounding the site that you're looking at. So here we are again on our site, the northwest of the city. And then we can have a look at, what should we look at? Let's look at unemployment activity. Okay, so you can see here in the key what we're looking at. Zoom out, start to get the profile of a very divided city there. So, and there's loads of other different criteria that you can look at in terms of the different criteria on that map. So yeah, that's society. Have a look at that. And finally, aerial. Does what it says on the tin. It's the aerial photographs of the sites. So again, that will give you different perspective on the site. So quite often a lot of those environment maps are categorising different kinds of green space, but they're actually missing a lot of green space. So a lot of green infrastructure is not often captured on those maps because it includes things like people's private gardens and street trees. So you can see here the site that we were looking at. So yeah, there's the water feature as I thought it was. And this will give you obviously a different view as well. Okay. And again, the measurement tools, the map information, the drawing tools, and everything else all still there. So please do have a play. I hope that's been useful. Don't forget that whatever you're looking at here, you can always export it as a print file by clicking on the little printer icon at the top. You can choose to include various different bits of information there, and that's a really good way of doing some analysis and creating some base maps using digimaps. Hope that's been helpful. Thanks.